Welcome back. This is part two of your color notes. So you're going to want to take these notes, continue them on the same page as the ones we took yesterday, and you can turn them all in together by taking a picture of them and posting them on Google Classroom. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. There's quite a bit to cover here, but just write down what I tell you to write down, and you'll be fine. We're going to get into a lot of different concepts. So the first thing I want you to write down is color schemes, a plan for how you use your color. So write that down. It's really what we're going to be talking about right now is using color in an intentional way. So instead of picking things randomly, picking colors randomly, you are choosing colors with a purpose based off of planned color schemes. And this is what a lot of our color unit is going to be about, mixing colors and applying some of these different color schemes. This is probably the most basic color scheme that people choose is cool or warm. So just write down warm and cool. That is an example of how you would choose different colors, maybe based off of their relative warmth or coolness. And just remember that cool colors, they have that cool feeling, and warm colors have that bright, warm feeling. So simple stuff. Complementary colors, write this down. Complementary colors are colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So there are complementary pairs. It's one primary color and its secondary color. So write down those complementary pairs. This is an incredibly important color scheme or way of using color. So complementary colors, what's important to remember about those colors is that they create the highest degree of contrast. So when you put red next to green, those colors are opposites on the color wheel. They're the farthest away from each other. You create the highest degree of contrast, and it creates a very visual pop. So the same goes for blue and orange or yellow and violet, high contrast color combinations. Another thing to remember about complementary pairs is that when you mix them together, you create black. So remember, black is all the colors together. So if you think about adding red to green, well, green is blue and yellow. So when you mix those two colors, you can create a really beautiful, rich black. And violet and yellow creates black, and blue and orange creates black as well. I always find that when I'm painting that if I want to create the richest, nicest tone of black, red and green for whatever reason just works really well. So something to try out later on. Analogous colors. Write down analogous colors. Analogous colors are a group of colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. So again, write down analogous colors and the definition, and we're seeing that word adjacent pop up again. Adjacent means next to each other. So it could be a 2-color analogous scheme, it could be a 3-color analogous scheme, up to even four colors. As long as they're all next to each other on the color wheel, you're creating an analogous color scheme. And it's kind of the opposite of complementary colors where you're creating high contrast. When you have analogous colors, you're creating colors that are harmonious, colors that really blend well together and look really good together. So low contrast and really seem to kind of match each other well.